Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Drag Detective, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be looking at the casts of previous Drag Race seasons who have yet to be on All Stars and determine what are the chances that they will get asked back into a future All Stars season. Now, just a quick disclaimer, I'm going to be somewhat spoiling the cast of All Stars 6, which is currently filming right now. If you don't want to know who is on that cast and would like that to be a surprise when it comes out, then I suggest you just turn this video off. But let's start out with the very first season, Season 1. And I feel like this is one of the seasons where everybody that they want to come back already has. We have Rebecca Glasscock, Jade, Akasha, and Porkchop, who have yet to return for an All-Star season. I feel like I don't see any of them coming back. A lot of them haven't done drag for a while. Like, I know Rebecca Glasscock and Akasha haven't really been in the scene very much up until the season 10 finale where they performed for the season 1 reunion. And I don't know how much I really need to see them. I feel the same way about Porkchop. I know that, like, she's kind of like a punchline because she's the first queen to go home, but I just feel like Porkchop hasn't grown enough since season 1, which is kind of a bad thing to say, but I feel like she kind of looks the same. She does everything the same from what I've seen. I don't really need to see Porkchop back. And Jade, I'm more apt to want to see back, but I mean, at the same time, aren't there plenty of other queens we would rather see than Jade? Although I will say, if they need trade for one of the new All-Star seasons, she would be a great choice. Check out her Instagram. So next we have season 2, and I feel like there's only one queen left from the season that has a shot of coming back, and that is Jessica Wilde. She was heavily speculated to actually be on All-Star 6, and I'm like pretty sure she actually got the call, and I think that she turned it down because of just the world that we live in right now, the pandemic. Maybe she felt it wasn't responsible for her to go, or maybe she didn't have the resources because she hadn't been working as much. But I think that we probably do see Jessica on All-Star 7 because there's not many options for older season queens that the fans really want to see besides her. So I would say, under the right circumstances, it's not out of the realm of possibility to see Jessica Wilde on All-Star 7. Now, for Mystique and Nicole, I don't think so. I mean, again, do we really need to see Mystique or Nicole Paige Brooks on an All-Star season? And obviously, we also have Sahara Davenport, rest in peace. Now, season 3, again, another season where I feel like everybody that the fans would want to see come back has come back, except for one queen, Stacey Lane Matthews, who was supposedly supposed to be on All-Stars 4, but she did not pass the health exam, which is why we just had her in those little like cameo tidbits throughout the season. The other queens that haven't been on, Venus Delight, Phoenix, Delta, and Carmen Carrera. Obviously, Carmen Carrera is not a drag queen any longer. She is a model. She is not going to be associating herself with Drag Race ever again. Delta, conflict of interest, because she does Rue's wigs now. I don't think she's allowed to come back. And then Phoenix and Venus, I don't think we're going to see them. Again, no shade to any of these queens, just going off what I've seen on social media and their, presence in the world of drag. Season 4, there's a couple possibilities. We have the Princess, Willem, Kenya Michaels, Milan, Dita Ritz, Lashon Beyond, Alyssa Summers, and Madame LaQueer. That's a lot of queens who have not been on an All-Star season yet. Some of them are just no way ever coming on, like Willem, who has completely destroyed her relationship with WoW and Rue. Milan doesn't do drag anymore. Alyssa, I think, only does drag in Florida. I don't think she tours at all. I think she just stays in her little Florida bubble. I don't see that happening. Lashon, I would actually love to see. She has been turning some fierce looks on her Instagram the last couple of years. She's come out as a trans woman. I think that would be great representation. And I honestly think that she's grown a lot since season 4. I think we saw her really scared, really afraid to come out of her shell. I don't think she would have that same problem now, but who knows. Another queen I would love to see come back is the Princess. I think that the Princess has one of my favorite mugs of any Drag Race queen. She is always turning looks on her Instagram. She's a great performer. I just think Just like Lashon, I don't think she was ready. I don't think she was fully baked at the time. I don't think she was prepared for everything that she was going to have to do to be on television. She has a, quieter personality. I think now that she sees what is expected of her and what the franchise has become, I think she would actually do pretty well. Maybe better than people are expecting her to do. Kenya, unfortunately, does not do drag either after the events of Pulse. And then we have Madame LaQueer, who people have been really wanting back the last 2 All-Star seasons. And, I mean, she won a challenge on season 4, so it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. I don't know if it's something that I necessarily need to see, but hey, they're going to have to start picking some of these lower profile queens from these older seasons if they want to have the older seasons represented on All-Stars moving forward. So I think Madame LaQueer has a pretty good shot. Do I think that Dita Ritz has a good shot? I did until what happened with All-Star 6. I think that she got the call. It's kind of unclear exactly what went down, but she was cut in order to bring on some bigger names who changed their minds, is what I kind of got out of it. Because she went on a little tirade on social media saying that WoW just plays with people's lives and their emotions, and not a really great thing you want to say if you want to get scouted for a future All-Star season. I don't think she's completely destroyed her relationship with WoW, but I definitely don't think that it was helping her at all. So, of this season, I think that we could definitely see Dita, Madame LaQueer, and the Princess. The Princess less so than the other two, but I definitely don't want to write her off completely about returning. Okay, now we have season 5. And, I mean, if we have Serena Cha-Cha coming back for All-Star 6, I guess no one is really off limits considering Serena's run on this season, but then again, what an iconic queen, and she has come so far. Just look at her Instagram. From this season, we have Honey Mahogany, Monica Beverly Hills, Lanaisha Sparks, Jade Jolie, Ivy Winters, Penetration, and Vivian Panay. Immediately writing off Vivian Panay because she kind of disappeared after her Disney Princess Gate, which, if you don't know the story on that, it's all on Reddit, and it is completely worth a read. Ivy seems to not be doing drag right now, and I feel like if they were going to bring Ivy back, or if Ivy wanted to come back, she would have come back already. So I'm going to say I would be shocked to see Ivy Winters come back to All-Stars, no matter how much I and everyone else in the fandom wants to see her back. Jade Jolie, I think that this was her moment. All-Star 6 was the moment, if she was going to go on, that she would be on. After being in the Taylor Swift video and being at the VMAs and, John Travolta handing her the award, I think that was her one chance to kind of jump on that little bit of limelight and go back on All-Stars. And whether she got the call and didn't accept, or whether, got cut, whatever, I think her time has passed. I'm not going to completely write her off for, All-Star 7, 8, whatever, but I kind of feel like All-Star 6 was the moment for Jade to make a return if she was going to do so. Then there are queens who I'm not going to write off completely, but I would be really shocked if they came back. Lanaisha, Monica, and Penetration. Penetration still does drag, but it's mostly just in Cincinnati, her hometown. She doesn't really travel, or she doesn't really post a lot on social media. I feel like she's kind of out of the realm of possibility unless they do like an early out season. Monica, I just don't think that it's in the cards for her. Yeah, she doesn't have a huge social media presence. I don't see her, going on tours or anything. Same with Honey Mahogany. Although I'm pretty sure she's in, government now or something like that. I might be wrong. I kind of remember seeing that. So she might be tied up anyway. I do want to see Lanaisha Sparks back. I would love to see Lanaisha Sparks back. And I'm kind of shocked I've never seen her on, a speculation list. I don't know if she's ever gotten the call, but it's never been released that she has. She's someone who I think would do great on an All-Star season. But again, if they haven't called her yet or even had talks with her about coming back, is it really going to happen at this point? I kind of doubt it. Okay, now we have season 6. And honestly, there's a lot of candidates for season 6 to come back. We have April Carrion, Vivacious, Joslyn Fox, Courtney Act, Kelly Mantle, Darian Lake, Laganja Estranja, and Magnolia Crawford. Now, immediately going to write off a couple people. Magnolia Crawford doesn't do drag anymore. I don't think they would ask her back anyway. Courtney Act completely destroyed her relationship with RuPaul. She's blocked on Twitter. There's no way she's coming back. April Carrion, I could see coming back. As you remember, during the season 6 reunion, she famously said, I'm ready for All Stars 2. Then, All Stars 2 passed, and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. But she's been doing a lot of photo shoots on Instagram that I find really beautiful and fierce. Maybe she's trying to get some momentum going. I don't know. I see her being cast more than other queens that I've mentioned so far that have a low possibility of being cast, like a Lashon or a Lanaisha. But I also don't really see April being on All Stars at this point. Vivacious, I could see Vivacious on All Stars. I think she is such a New York legend and didn't really switch up her persona or her drag at all for the competition. But I think that if she came back for All Stars, she'd be one of those like queens who went out in the second episode but was just like really fun the whole time and just kind of introduced herself to a brand new audience. I could see that for her. And I think that, obviously she was just on season 12, so she obviously has a great relationship with WoW and with Rue. So it is not out of the realm of possibility for Vivacious. I would actually bet money that maybe not 7, maybe not 8, but in the future we're going to see Vivacious back. Joslyn Fox is a name people have been begging to come back for years now. I don't think she's even gotten the call. There's been no tea that she has gotten a call. I would love for her to get a call. I would love to see Joslyn Fox back on. But she hasn't really done much since the show. Her Instagram isn't very polished. She's not turning looks all the time. So as much as I would love for Joslyn to go on, I feel like even Vivacious kind of has more of a shot. But like I said, who knows? If Serena is on, Joslyn stands a chance as well. Now we have Kelly Mantle, who, if they have an early season, like an early out season, she's a lock. Unless they do that, I don't think that they're going to ask Kelly Mantle to come back. I think she's a great queen. I think that she's hilarious. I just feel like she's better off doing her acting, Darian Lake and Laganja Estranja are going to be on All Stars. I hope they're on All Stars together. I think that would be fun for All Star 7. I'm pretty sure they both got a call for All Star 6. I would bet money that they did, based on a lot of the speculation. Laganja, I don't know why. Maybe I've heard tea that she thought she was going on Dancing with the Stars and turned it down. I've heard tea that when Adore said no for All Star 6, that they scrapped Laganja because they didn't have a storyline for her. I think that there's no possible way Laganja, now that she's up for it and wanting to go back on, will not be asked back at some point. Probably 7, hopefully 7, but at some point. And same with Darian. I think that she had some health issues going on when they were going to start filming All-Star 6, because her name was definitely in the mix this past year. I think All-Star 7 would be great for her, and she's just great TV. Even if she was only in it for a couple of episodes, it's going to be gold. So I really hope we see Darian. Okay, season 7. We have Max, Miss Fame, Candy Ho, Pearl, Sasha Bell, Mrs. Kasha Davis, Tempest du Jour, and Jaden Dior Fierce. I feel like I can write off most of these girls right now. I can write off Max because she hated her edit on season 7 and quit drag, unfortunately. I know a lot of people want to see her back, myself included, but she's just not really in the mix anymore. Miss Fame, she's way too busy modeling to do this stupid little show. Pearl completely destroyed her relationship with Rue and WoW. I'm sure everybody heard about it. And Sasha Bell doesn't do Sasha Bell anymore. She is back to her original drag persona, Frisbee Jenkins. And she now has OnlyFans. So check out her OnlyFans and her Instagram because she is one hot dude. So that leaves Candy Ho, Mrs. Kasha Davis, Tempest du Jour, and Jaden Dior Fierce. Now, I think that Jaden and Kasha have a better chance of getting on than Candy and Tempest. I think Tempest is a lock for an early out season. I don't really think she fits on an All-Stars. Although she has done stuff with WoW, so she obviously has a good relationship with them. I just don't see it. And Candy Ho, I feel like we saw everything we could from Candy. I feel like her edit on the show kind of showed how much WoW cared about her as a character. I don't think we'll ever see Candy. But Mrs. Kasha Davis, I see her as one of those out of the blue choices that people aren't really expecting, but she's hilarious, and with how many comedy challenges are on All Stars, I could see her really doing well if she can get past that talent show and that girl group challenge episodes 1 and 2. I see Mrs. Kasha Davis making it pretty far if they cast her, which I don't know if she's gotten the call before. I don't know if they've, ever been interested in casting her, but I would love to see it, and I know a lot of other fans would love to see it too. So I would not write off a Mrs. Kasha Davis return at some point. Jade and You Are Fierce, there was like a little bit of speculation this year that she was at least called for All-Star 6. I think she should have already been back by now. She is such a star. She is such a lip-sync assassin. At least have her on for a lip-sync assassin. Come on, Rue. But I would love to see Jaden back. It's a maybe. I could see them asking her back, and I could see them completely forgetting she even exists. She has done stuff with WoW in the past, not in a while. They obviously liked her enough to bring her in to do the YouTube channel stuff, so maybe. I wish we already saw her, and I feel like if they haven't called her by now, they probably never will, unfortunately. Okay, now we have Season 8, Dax exclamation point, Acid Betty, Kimchi, Robbie Turner, Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Nasha Lopez, and Layla Mcqueen. Immediately, okay, Robbie Turner, again, if you haven't seen what happened with her and the Uber driver, look it up on Reddit. It's an incredible story. Robbie Turner's never coming back. Dax exclamation point, I just don't think she needs to come back. I don't think anyone really wants to see her back. She's an amazing queen, just maybe not for this program. Nasha Lopez, I don't think we'll see Nasha Lopez back. I'd be surprised if we did. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed, but I don't need to see her back. Now, two queens that have been speculated heavily the last couple of All-Star seasons, I think since All-Stars 3, Acid Betty and Layla Mcqueen. Layla Mcqueen especially was really in the talks for All-Star 6, and I was shocked when, it came out that she wasn't on. I think they're both coming back at some point. I think there's no way you can't bring them back. And, Acid Betty just did the pit stop with Bob. I really think that they both deserve a shot on the show again, and I think that we're going to see it. And then we have Kimchi, who, for her sake, I don't want her to come back, because I don't think she would do well. And I think that she understands that too, and she's doing perfectly fine with her, $1 million makeup brand. I think that she's perfect to come back for these little one-off specials like the Christmas episode or the Secret Celebrity Drag Race. I don't think she needs All-Stars, and I don't think she should do All-Stars. And then Cynthia, they brought her back on Season 9, and she didn't do much better, so I feel like they're done with Cuckoo. I see her coming back maybe as for another Christmas special or something like that, but I don't see them bringing her back for an All-Star season. Okay, Season 9, which I think is one of the strongest casts ever of Drag Race. They've already brought back a lot of people from this season. The only people that they have not brought back are James Mansfield, Charlie Hides, Kimora Black, Alexis Michelle, Peppermint, and Nina Bonina Brown. Now, there's 3 queens I could really see them bringing back, which are Nina, Peppermint, and Alexis. They've asked Nina every season since Season 9, and she tells them no every single time. I think that Nina is right to say no, because from what she said, her mental health is not in the right place to go back on TV and be scrutinized and judged. I would love, love, love to see her back. At this point, they asked her for All-Star 6 after Shay was on All-Stars 5, so WoW definitely has a desire to have her outside of her storyline with Shea Coulee. At this point, it's all kind of in Nina's hands, so I would like to see her back. I think WoW wants to see her back. I think everyone wants to see her back. It's just, can Nina get into the headspace of wanting to go back on reality television? And I feel like we might not get that. I feel like she's kind of happy in her own little bubble, making her YouTube videos and doing her own thing. Alexis Michelle, I'm kind of shocked that she hasn't come back, especially with Jan on All-Star 6. I thought they were going to ask Alexis to go on with her. I still think they'll ask her at some point, and I think that she has a good shot at going back on. She's just such a personality, and she's so strong in a lot of the fields that I think you need to be on All-Stars, which is the comedy. You know, her snatch game was incredible. Her rusical was incredible. She can sing. She can dance. I think she would do well. And then Peppermint, I think it's another thing of whenever Peppermint's ready, Peppermint's going to be on All-Stars. She was doing Broadway for a while, so I think that's over now. Maybe we'll see her on All-Star 7. Then we have a couple queens that I don't think... Well, actually, Kimora Black was in talks to be an All-Star 6, which I don't really need to see. I think a lot of people don't really need to see, but whatever. So maybe we will see Kimora Black in the future. James Mansfield, I think she's great for YouTube. I think she's great for, you know, what she's doing right now. I don't know if she's great for television, for Drag Race. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing her back. I think she's great. I just feel like, do we need to see her back on Drag Race? I mean, I think that we could just enjoy her enough on YouTube doing what she's doing right now. And then Charlie Hyde's no way. So now we're getting to some of the newer casts, which have had less opportunities to be on All-Stars. So a lot of these queens I could definitely see coming back. I'm going to go a little bit faster through these. Season 10, Calorie Kardashian, Cameron Michaels, Vanessa Vanjie Mateo, Yua Hamasaki, Dusty Ray Bottoms, Asia O'Hara, and the Vixen. Of these queens, the ones that I actually see coming back, Cameron, Asia, and Vanjie. I think that there's no way that the three of them aren't coming back. I think it's just, again, whenever they're ready, they'll be on. Because they've all gotten calls. I'm pretty sure they've all gotten calls. Calorie, I don't think so. Yua, I don't know. I would love to see Yua back. I think everyone would love to see Yua back. I don't know if WoW would love to see Yua back. That's the problem. Dusty, I think she would do great on All-Stars, and I would love to see Dusty. I don't know if WoW would like to see Dusty. And there's so many other queens from this season that need to come back before Dusty. I think it's going to be a while if she does come back. I think it might be a couple seasons. The Vixen, as of now, there's no way she's coming back. The way that she was treated on season 10, she's done. I would love to see her back. I just don't see it in the cards. All right, season 11. A lot of the queens that people want to see from season 11 back are on All-Star 6. So let's look at the options that are left. Sugar Cane. I literally just forgot her name. That is so shady. What is her name? Oh my gosh. Kahana Montrese. That is shady. Sorry, Kahana. Ariel Versace. Plastique Tiara. Brooklyn Heights. Honey Davenport. Soju. And Mercedes Amon Diamond. Now, I know that Nina West got a call for All-Star 6. She definitely got a call. She definitely said no. Maybe she's waiting. Maybe she's kind of riding this wave for as long as she can. Same with Plastique. I think Plastique is too busy being a TikTok star right now. I think they're both going to come back. Just about when. Brooklyn Heights, I don't know if there's a conflict of interest with her being the host of Drag Race Canada. I feel like no. I feel like if she wanted to come back, she would come back. I don't feel like she needs it. I feel like she's bigger than Drag Race now. So, I mean, maybe when her well dries up, she'll come back to Drag Race. But for now, she doesn't need it. Sugar Cane, there was speculation that she was on All-Star 6. I would be fine with Sugar Cane coming back. I feel like the time has passed. You know, people were all so upset when she was robbed on season 11, but that was so long ago. I feel like her time's kind of passed. But, I mean, I wouldn't say never. I mean, maybe. Maybe we'll see her. Who knows? Kahana, Soju, Honey Davenport, and Mercedes, I don't see her for them, especially Honey and Kahana, who they really did not show much of at all on season 11. I mean, Mercedes, I feel like of the four has the best shot, but I still don't really see it. And then Ariel, I mean, she made sure she set up those storylines for when she came back about her, wig gate or whatever. I don't see them asking Ariel. If she came back, I wouldn't be mad. It's one of those things. And then season 12, obviously this season just happened, and they have one season 12 queen on All-Star 6, which is Jan. I see literally almost any queen of this season coming back. Literally, I mean, besides, She Who Shall Not Be Named. I see almost every single one of them coming back. People like Britta and Gigi and Crystal, have said that they didn't really want to come back. But especially Gigi and Crystal. I see WoW doing whatever they can do to get Gigi and Crystal back. Heidi, Shoo-in, Widow, Shoo-in. Even some of the queens that went home early, like, Rockham and Nikki Doll, I see them coming back. Aiden Zane. I mean, I think that they all have storylines for, when they come back. And I think that Season 12's cast is another one of the greatest casts of the show. Literally every single one of these... They could have a redux of Season 12, cut out the shitty pie, and I would love it. I would watch it. I would binge it. I would give it to me. I need it. Any of these queens, please bring them back. All of these queens, bring them back. I'm going to quickly go through the All-Star season. Since All-Stars 3 with Shangela, we've had queens getting their third shot at the crown, and that's just been a reoccurring thing for every All-Star season now. So for All-Stars 1, the queens who have yet to come back for their third time are Raven, Mimi I'm First, Tammy Brown, Chanel, and Nina Flowers. Now, the two that I really do see coming back are Chanel and Nina Flowers. I think Nina Flowers... We need to have Nina Flowers back on our television screens. We need to have Nina Flowers reintroduced to, the young gays that missed out on the first couple seasons of Drag Race. The thing is, I don't think she's doing drag as much. She's a really, really successful DJ, and I think that's kind of overshadowing her drag career right now. So, we'll see. I definitely see them asking her. I mean, why would they not ask her? It's just, is she in the right place to be doing drag on national television again? And Chanel, I mean, I'm pretty sure they asked her for All-Star 6. She doesn't seem to want to come back now, but, I mean, come on. Chanel has to come back at some point. She is such a legend. And then we kind of have queens that I don't really see them coming back, like Tammy Brown and Mimi I'm First. I would be kind of shocked if either came back, especially because of Mimi's, track record. And Tammy Brown bashing RuPaul every single chance she gets. I would love to see Tammy Brown back, but I don't know. I feel like it's not going to happen. And then Raven, I mean, I would love to see Raven back, but she, again, conflict of interest. She is RuPaul's makeup artist, so that can't happen. All-Stars 2. They brought Ginger back for All-Stars 6, so there's a couple queens on this cast I would really like to see back. I would love to see Tatiana back. I think everyone wants to see Tatiana back. I think Tatiana wants to see Tatiana back. I feel like it might happen. I don't know. Maybe not All-Star 7. Like, maybe that's a little further down the line. I definitely see her coming back at some point. Same with Coco. I think Coco really got screwed because of the last-minute changes of the talent show when she wasn't allowed to do Janet Jackson due to copyright. So she had to whip up that, cringe fest that she ended up doing. I would love to see Coco again. And I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. And then Adore. I mean, Adore was almost on All-Star 6. She turned it down. But maybe we'll see her in All-Star 7. Maybe her and Laganja. I don't know. I think everyone wants to see her back. And she's doing other reality TV shows. She was just on X on the Beach. I have high hopes for all three of them actually coming back. Maybe I'm crazy. I see them bringing them back. With how quickly they're doing All-Stars, they're going to bring back everyone that they want to. There's only, competed once. So they're going to have to keep going back to these All-Star seasons. So someone like a Roxy, someone like a... Maybe not. I don't know. This cast is just so good. I want to see them all compete again. Do I think it's going to happen? Some of them, yeah. I mean, Alyssa, Roxy, Katya? Why wouldn't they? If they got the shot, why wouldn't they? And I feel like, wow, maybe in a couple years... I see them doing something like that, like an All-Stars. I would love that. All-Stars 3, I mean, everyone wants Thorgy Thor back. Thorgy Thor wants Thorgy Thor back. Bring back Thorgy Thor. Give her a rightful shot at this crown. I would love to see Thorgy on. And, because they brought back Ginger, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Especially if they're bringing back, like, an Acid Betty, then that's a storyline right there. I think that Thorgy is just such good TV. She's such an amazing queen. I would love to see her back. And besides Thorgy, I don't really think anyone on this season is going to come back. I don't think they need to come back. I mean, maybe like a Morgan, but I would love for just Aja to be on every season, but they're not really doing drag as much anymore, and it seems that they've really distanced themselves from the show. And then Ben de la Creme, she legit said she would come back, though. She said, I would go back. So, bring her back is all. Bring the bitch back. Bring back Ben de la Creme for All-Stars 10. And I'm not really going to go into much deeper of, All-Stars 4, All-Stars 5. They just happened. It's going to be, if they ever do bring back queens from this season, it's going to be by, like, All-Stars 15, All-Stars 16. I thought about including the winners in this video, but there's been so much talk about an all-winner season, and there's been tea that they're kind of putting their feelers out. Wilde's putting the feelers out and asking some of the winners, are you interested? A lot of the queens have publicly said that they would go back for an all-winner season. So, there was speculation that Sharon Needles was going to come back for All-Stars. If they even, want to bring Sharon back after all the tea that's happened this summer with her, then I see that all happening in an all-winners. They're not going to bring anybody else back, any winners back for an All-Stars. They're going to just wait until they have enough top-tier winners that would come back for an all-winner season. And with that, we have all the queens that have yet to be on an All-Star season, and a couple queens that I see coming back despite already competing in an All-Star season. Let me know what you guys think. If you were to make your perfect, iconic, legendary All-Star 7 cast, who would you pick and why? Leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. It's been a long day sifting through the case files of our future All-Stars winners, so you guys have a great day.